Oh, Tamara, I'm just seeing this at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm an hour late, I think, for you. But if you get this, if you're in a different time zone, this is what you need to do, my friend, in a third interview. So let's talk third interview energy. First interview is just to qualify that you meet the qualifications. You are what you say you are on that text-based resume or LinkedIn profile. Then second round interviews is you start to meet the people whose jobs you need to make easier, right? So these people that you meet with along the interview journey, folks, are trying to decide, will you make their job easier or harder? Because they already have a job. So if they're going to vote for you, they're voting for you because they see something in you that says, yeah, they're going to make my work better. Third round interview, usually last interview, these tend to be the people that can say no when everybody else wants you. You heard me. So you're having these great interviews, and now you get to the final interview. These people really want to make sure that you are going to provide ROI, return on investment. So what we're talking about here is, will you save or make them enough money doing the work that you're going to do to justify the cost of hiring you? In these third round interviews, it is important for you to talk about your quantifiable accomplishments. When they ask you questions, you need to talk specifically with examples of how you've solved problems and alleviate pain at other employers and how you will do that for this one as well, okay? The other thing I'm going to tell you is they also want to make sure that you are going to make their job easier, not harder. But again, for them, it's about making a good financial investment because that's what you are. You're a financial investment. So what I want you to do is go into this interview prepared to give examples of how you will solve problems, alleviate pain, make their lives easier. Yes? And you can't talk theoretical. You have to talk about a time when you did this or an example when you were at a job when you did that. Quantifying in interviews is how you validate, right? And the last thing I'll just tell you is play the long game here. Make friends. Talk to them, it's your turn to ask questions. Ask how they got their jobs and what they're looking for in an ideal candidate. When I say play the long game, I mean assume actually you're not going to get this job. Assume, though, that these 3 interviews are building a relationship so that if they say, no, you're not the candidate, it's not no, not ever, it's no, not today. Because I can't tell you how many times I've coached people through multi-interview processes. Maybe they don't get the final job, but then the company comes back a couple weeks later and there's a new, better job available. Or the person they chose doesn't work out. So you're building a relationship with this employer. If you like them, then you go in calm today, knowing that I'm here to make a friend, I'm here to build a relationship, I would love to work for them right now, and so I'm going to give them all that value, but if not, I'm going to hold my head high and I'm going to stay in touch with them because I'm going to work here someday. I want you to think about that. These are my future colleagues. I'm going to work here someday, so treat them like future colleagues because that's the mental game you need to play. I see a lot of people get into these third round interviews and they lose their confidence and they get all up in their head and they kind of pull back. And, they're afraid they're bragging or they're saying too much and then they shut down. I don't want that for you. You made it this far. They're already thinking that you could be a member of the team. Act like a member of the team. Yes? Play the long game and deliver the value. I hope that helped. Folks, if you made it this far, will you help me back? It's totally free. I'm on this app trying to help 10 million people get new, better paying jobs. And I'm doing that by answering questions from the people that follow me. So please do that. Post your questions because I would absolutely love to help you, okay? Good luck. Go get them.